So I've just arrived from doing the drive from Jerusalem up to Lud. It's a place that's pretty close to Tel Aviv. They were in the third league last season, but they just got relegated. So thinking maybe this is the team for me. I don't know. We'll see. Innit? Obviously, I want to do well in that. But enter the changing room and thinking just the team. Is it good, sir? Then asking him, what team are you guys are realising that the other teams are. Anyways, I make my way to the home team, which is Apollo Lud. And look at the changing room, looking nice. Important to just greet the players, So just saying hey to the peeps around. Looking forward to being there. Obviously, when there's a meet time, we've always got to show up a little bit early. Because showing up on time is late. Good habits in that. So number 3, throwing it back to my left back days, Alright, so I've just got to the stadium in Lud, which is called in Hebrew, but it's spelled like Lod. Just getting the shin pads out because I think I forgot them. Get them quick. Man, praying that I have a good game today and just do what I can do, honestly. My shin pads honestly might be already in my boot thing. I'm not sure. I'm going to check them up here though, just to make sure they're not here and that I don't forget them. I'm pretty sure actually they're in my boots. I put them somewhere else. Alright, came to the car for no reason, but at least you got a bit of footage before I go kick some football. Old people, so it only went and happened. Your boy got hurt. Your boy got injured, I can't believe it. Nah, you see it happen, innit? It's just one of them ones where when you're doing a sprint, you pull something, innit? I was running, I just come on the pitch, I was going to a new team, let's show them, innit? Let me show them when I put on the lachat, which is it means pressure in Hebrew, but I was let's put on some pressure, innit? And then, defense had the ball, they played it to another centre back, I can see the fear in his eyes, man. I started putting the sprints on the guy, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, what was that? And it was, my hamstring, and I was like, no. And I knew that, from the moment that it happened, that, I'm definitely not going to be able to play. The annoying thing was that, it's meant to be me, making a little impression, them kind of seeing, what I can do kind of thing at the team. But, I was the moment I felt it, I was nah, I'm not going to be able to play. Then I was that's so flipping embarrassing as well. It's I've just come here, I've just travelled here. It's literally the second minute that I'm on the field. And it's nah, I've just got injured. And I feel I don't know, when it comes to football and that, I feel injury, people who get injured a lot, which I actually don't, but people who do, they get looked down upon, you know what I mean? They say they can't stay fit and it's on them kind of thing. For sure, some of the times it might be on them or they're not taking care of their body properly and stuff. What was weird was this time for me, it was I've done my warm up, been warming up, been stretching too, and I felt ready, but obviously haven't played this would give me my first competitive game of this season. Obviously it's pre-season and that, so it's not serious league starts, but it's first match into it. But the fact that it happened after doing one sprint, I was just what the heck? I guess I just must have some, I don't know, lactic acid build-up or something. I don't know. But it was kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I was traveled all this way, come on, for 2 minutes, get injured, and now there's month, less than a month, honestly a few weeks until the season starts. So I'm kind of cool, got a few weeks to find the team, a few weeks to know what's going on with that. But honestly, there isn't really much you can do, and especially when things are just out of your control, there's actually no point worrying about it, which for sure, obviously, easier said than done, just don't worry. But there's no point worrying. I'm just okay, cool, God, I trust you, I know you got something good for me, and that when things go a bit wrong in our lives and that, God is never surprised. So even though I was surprised, I'm God, you weren't surprised, you knew this was gonna happen, but I trust you. But so anyways, I'm kind of cool, just recover well. So that's what's been the last few days of the injury. I literally haven't even really left home. Literally only left to go hospital with my wife to check something. Anyways, but just being at home, being a homebody with the fam, working from home. But yeah, football is like, you know, it's a burning desire, you know, burning desire, something that like I can never shake. It's one of them things where years ago when I felt like God kind of told me to like give it up and quit it and surrender it to him, like I did. And that was at the time, you know, where I felt like I was closest to making it, the fittest I'd ever been, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, like I've probably said before, you've heard me say, for me, the most important thing is like being in the center of God's will for my life. And yeah, that looks like trusting him even when it doesn't make sense. So yeah, even in this time where I'm like injured and that, like when the season's starting and it feels like the worst time, I'm honestly just like, yeah, what can I control? I can control like the recovery. Like I can't make myself recover, but I can do things to help it, you know, make it like a faster process. So I've just been, icing it, resting it, like the physio was saying to me. Because it was like really like tender. Like she was basically just like, if you feel any pain at all, like just stop. Like you need it to like just like repair to start with, ice it, all that kind of stuff, like rest. And then after a little bit of time, you can start to put some more pressure on it and like start stretching it out more and all that. But she was like, if you do it right now, it's gonna actually make it worse. So don't want to make things worse, you know what I'm saying? I want things to get better so that I can like achieve my dreams, you know, I'm playing a World Cup and that. But yeah, it's funny, like sometimes when you set out to do something, you might end up in a place where you're like, rah, I feel further away than ever to this goal, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's okay. It's about mindset, trusting God, all of that. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, anyways, peeps, I know you're rooting for me. Thank you so much for the messages, the encouraging messages. Shout out to Dan, bro, always commenting. I love that. It definitely encourages me, and especially being injured is like, that's like, feels like nail in the coffin moment. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's just annoying. Setback, but sometimes you need a setback before you can jet forward.